So this afternoon we've got Seth with us. Hi Seth. We
Hello.
are on our second week of our book challenge. This is a bit of an ongoing one, but those of you who haven't followed us yet, we are starting with 250 quid and we're going to see if we can buy books to sell in the UK market at a profit, and you guys can follow us through and do it with us if you want. So all 4 of last week's books have arrived. I haven't opened them, I haven't touched them. Shall we see?
Crack them open.
Crack them open. Honestly, literally, like, I'm literally opening them, right? This is brand new. So, this one is learning development. Okay, can anyone see that one? So, if it looks like, what condition did we buy it in? Do you remember?
We got it for £6.50. I haven't got the condition on there.
It looks. Do you know what? This looks almost new. This is almost. I'm very particular about a book.
I think we bought it good.
Yeah, this one's like new. I reckon. There's nothing in there. There's not. Even the spine is unread.
That doesn't surprise me because it's a library. A library sold it, so they're probably better at grading.
Okay, there's a tiny bit, like little tiny dink at the bottom, but nothing urgent. So, are we? Is that good? Is that one good?
That's really good. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Next, we've got. Oh, okay. So
which one's this? Ah, real world research.
Yes, right. Okay, so I've got a delivery note with it. So this one, I don't know if everyone can see. It's got like a plastic cover on it. Can you see? It's got like one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you leave that on.
Yeah, leave it on.
Condition. I should do it that way. Really. Condition.
Looks good to me.
There's no like pages missing. It's all alright.
Looks very good.
Mine looks quite nice. It's got a barcode thingy on.
Ah, so ex-library. You just need to make sure a note of that when you list it.
Or should I just peel it off?
Well, you can peel it off, but it might be best just to put ex-library anyway. Yeah, there you go.
Do we what's it in there?
Yeah.
So in the spreadsheet, can you make a note of that? Because when I come, because they're going to get listed as soon as we finish this video, and they're going to be in the UPS box on its way tomorrow. And
I'll just put good ex-library.
Yeah, so these will be in Amazon hopefully by what, Monday, Tuesday? Right.
I hope so.
World of books. I buy a lot of these for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So another one with one of those strange covers. This one feels quite used.
Yeah, it looks like it's a bit. What's the word?
It's been
crinkled up a little bit.
It's
been bruised around a bit.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's fine. It's been used, thumbed through, or used. It's good. It's definitely better than acceptable, I think.
Yeah.
But it's definitely.
So it's just a G. It's a plain G. That I'd say.
What do you do? Do you under or over? Because this is kind of.
No,
I'm a bit anal, so I'd say acceptable.
No, I would say good on that. I reckon because.
What's the difference?
Well, acceptable would be if it's got maybe a little bit of water damage, or maybe it smells a little bit, or.
Oh, hang on, it's got a wrinkle. It's got a crinkle.
Oh, is that water damage? Yeah, maybe that could be.
It's so heavy. I'm going to end up like muscle like Popeye. I should have thought this through a bit more before I did it.
The thing is, this obviously isn't my expertise because I've never touched the book, but from seeing other videos and stuff, that's probably an acceptable. Just because
I'm smelling it as I have.
No, it's fine.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't smell musty. It just smells like. Yeah. Okay, so I would go with good. I'd be happy with good. What have we got? Acceptable, good, like
very good.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, it's not very good.
This is bordering on good.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Christmas. This one, right? Note, it's massive and it's heavy, and it's kind of bubble wrap.
Looks like it's good. In good nick though.
I hope so. I'm going to save the bubble wrap because I'm probably going to send it back in exactly the same bubble wrap.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh wow! Okay. Oh my God.
This seller was really well rated, wasn't it?
Was it? So, spine feels really good. Untouched. Really good spine. Very heavy. Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to have some high. It's going to have some high shipping fees, isn't it?
Yes, it's heavy. Explore the universe. I don't quite know what that is.
Probably don't need that.
The pages all look and feel mint. They're all pure white. There's no kind of staining on them.
VG?
What's BG mean?
VG. Sorry, very good.
Yes.
I reckon.
This could almost be a like new job, to be fair.
Ooh.
It's very.
We'll
I'm very
stick to
particular.
VG.
Huh?
I think we'll stick to VG.
Oh, do it. But this is good. This is lovely though. This is nice.
Nice.
But it's heavy.
Yeah.
Note. So they sold it. They sold it as used good. This hasn't got my.
That was good, was it? Yeah.
They sold it as used good. So I think it should be very good. I think it's very good, and I'm very particular about my books. Oh, actually,
that's fine by me.
There's a little bit of damage at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So what's that good then?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly downgraded.
I would.
This is where that's probably one of those sitting on the fence arguments where you could do good, very good, probably.
Well, it's not like new.
No.
Like, except for that bit. So I reckon that's probably, well, if this is good, right, that text one, that's a million miles better.
Yeah, true. It's hard to say. Now that I'm seeing that politics book, I'm thinking more acceptable for that now.
Yeah, see, I'd go. Yeah, the politics book for me's got to be acceptable.
Let's do acceptable for that.
Because I'm really scared of getting returns and stuff.
And that's from World of Books, which are notoriously not that great on the US market, and I thought they were better on the UK market. But
no,
I don't know. Well, we might have bought that acceptable, because we thought, it's a bit of a gamble.
Okay,
but it's worth it because it's World of Books. So I think that was the acceptable.
Okay, so that's acceptable. The Universe book, it came to me as good. So are we going to keep it as that, or are we going to stick it up a level?
I would probably just go good.
Let's do it.
Just to not aggravate.
They bloody weigh a lot. They are very, very heavy. So there is our 4 books. So how does it look on the old spreadsheet? Where are we? Can you mark them off as?
Yeah, I've marked the condition.
Do you need to do a screen share?
I can do, yeah.
Yeah, show us.
All right, let's. Okay,
so quite fun, actually. As a book arrives in the post, I got really excited because I'm so used to other items arriving from my arbitrage. It was nice to have something different.
Yeah, it makes sense. So I've just added the condition next to us.
Yep.
So how would you like to approach things now? Should we go and buy some books?
We could, or do you want to just double check the price on Amazon just to see if it's moved in the last 7 days, and then we'll make a note of where it is the day I send it in.
Okay, yeah.
Or or not? Should we just see, or should I just update everyone when it sells? What do you want? How do you want to?
I was thinking maybe when they go live.
Okay.
We could have a look, because then that will come in with pricing, won't it? So we'll price them then, rather than going over them twice.
So how do I do it? So if I'm gonna list them today to go in the box for UPS tomorrow. Now, obviously, my cogs aren't going to be accurate because I've got loads of arbitrage stuff. They're just going to go in and be wrapped up in those costs. So you would normally have to pay for your box, your tape, and all that sort of stuff. But that's just going to get wrapped up as the cost of my business. But how can I run a reprice that on these? Or do I just manually price them when I list them?
I think because we're doing almost how to start on Amazon selling books.
I am proper how to. I haven't got a clue. The best books I've ever done. So
we probably wouldn't use a repricer because you wouldn't want to pay for a repricer until, say, you got like 100 listings, I reckon, at least.
Wow. Okay. So can we quickly dive into Amazon and just let me know what I need to price them all at then? Because obviously I won't know.
Sure. So
learning development. Oh no, real research.
Do real world research.
Yes.
Which we bought for £7. We bought for £10.65.
Yeah, a week ago. Literally a week ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So this is quite a high rank.
Stamp on the thing.
So it's the X-Library, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. Okay. I'll put that on the spreadsheet.
Yeah, you have. Well done.
I already have. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine. You're ahead of me.
So this is a bit more of a speculative buy because it's quite a high rank. So we've bought this for £10.65, and now the lowest merchant fulfilled offer is £66.74. So on the face of it, that looks like a real whopping profit, but
we nearly didn't get it.
But the thing is,
because
we were. So this one's, I'm not sure how long this is going to take to sell, and the new price is 80. So I'm going to say we should just whop it in at 40 because we want to get the sale much faster.
Okay, right. Okay, sorry. Talk me through that. Talk me through that. That's like £25 lower. That's really low. I was going to say sort of 55, 58.
So I wouldn't go 58 because I think the British customer
Yeah,
doesn't is a bit more thrifty than the
yeah.
US customer. So
Okay.
they'll rather pay the extra £8 for a new
So if
copy.
we
Where
sell this, if we sell this at 40 quid, what are we looking to make roughly?
I think 20 quid at
That would be
least
me
off it.
sold.
Yeah,
Done.
exactly. So
So
it's
if you
worth
make a
doing.
note on that spreadsheet about what you think that was going to go in for, and I'll literally price it as it is. Literally
Okay,
going
sounds
as is.
good. Right,
That sounds,
add
yeah.
another column. Okay.
This is
Uh,
definitely this is definitely something we're doing live. We're kind of
yeah,
working out as we go, aren't we? It's good fun though.
I'll
Right.
just put £40 there that will price
Yeah.
that at.
Right, next one I've got. Oh, you want the politics one next? This is definitely barely acceptable. It's all
Oh yeah.
right actually. Do you know what? It's all right. It's not.
So this one is now the lowest offer is a warehouse offer at £26.85.
And what did we buy it for?
We bought it for £10.95.
Okay.
So we're going to pop that in at £26 or well £26.79.
Okay, so why did you massively drop the last one, but this one we're matching? What's the difference? I've got to put this down so heavy.
So
where's the logic and the kind of thought process in that?
So my thought process on this book is that it's a fast seller.
Yeah.
So right, it is just a fast seller. Amazon's on the
How do you
listing
know
right.
that? How do you know that's a fast seller?
So the rank is under 50k and the average rank is even lower than that actually, which
Okay.
for the UK market is
Really low.
exceptionally fast for a book.
Okay.
So Amazon's on this listing year round. We can see with the orange bar there at £36.
Right, okay.
If we look at the statistic table here, we can see that the average Amazon price is hovering between £36 and £37. So we're obviously going to want to price it a certain amount below that.
Yep.
And what's factoring into my decision even more is that there's actually 4 direct competition to us here. So the lowest offer is £26.85 acceptable, which we're going to be acceptable as well. That Amazon warehouse are actually selling that. So if we pop in there at 26.84, they're probably going to match us. So we can either get in a price war, or we can let Amazon warehouse sell out, or we might
I don't really like price wars at the best time, especially about a reprice, so it just gets messy. So
exactly.
okay, so you're going to go in at what? Do you say 28?
No, sorry. We'll go 26.85, and
Okay.
then
Oh
we'll
yeah,
see how
because
we
they
go
won't
with
drop
that.
under that, will they? Because that's already the bottom point. Okay, do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I get that now. Sorry, yeah.
So
If we went in at 84, they'd penny under. So if we match them or go one, sometimes I go 1p above, and that just kind of gets
yeah.
rid of the penny repricey people.
So yeah, exactly. We don't know how the warehouse is going to play it, but we'll go for that. We'll go for
Can you
the
do me a
matches.
favour? Can you add on one column next to on our spreadsheet of just like estimated profit, and then we can see if we smash it or not.
Okay, cool. Yeah. By the way, my estimated profit here is very rough because it's better on the US market.
I've no idea what prices are, but it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting if we think we're going to get 20 and actually we get 12. It's a really good discussion point. Because I know new sellers in arbitrage, they get hit with all the fees and stuff and think they're making far more than they actually are. So that'd be quite an interesting.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah. So we think we made 25 quid on 2 books, roughly.
I think so.
Really
I think
roughly.
so.
Right. Be interesting to see if we're massively over or under.
I mean, I'm going conservative here. It could be 22 and it could be 7. I'm just.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
I'd rather over deliver and under promise. You know.
Yeah. Nice. Right. Oh, sorry.
Okay. No, we can
lift the last one.
Learning and development. This was one that was a bit more speculative, I think.
Yeah, this was your should we, shouldn't we thing.
Yeah, so this one
really,
was
really good condition.
£6.50, very good condition. So we can see that there's still offers at a low offer. So we've got offers at still like £6-ish.
Okay.
But because we're FBA,
yep,
there aren't any other FBAs until £26.99. So we'll match them at £26.99.
Oh wow. So okay,
because
so do you take into consideration the status of the book, used, all that sort of stuff when you're comparing to others, or do you just?
yeah, so I will. Our main competition is the FBA used, right? So
Yeah.
this book here has got
Sorry,
there's
yes. So
quite
so just used as in full stop used, not like used acceptable. You don't kind of drill down that far and compete with the close
yeah.
used acceptable or used like new.
I would say if you've got used good and above,
Yeah.
then you wouldn't go in a war with the used acceptable unless you wanted that book to sell quickly, or if the book was a really slow seller, then I'd probably match the good with the acceptable just because I want that first sale. But if you're not as worried about your turn rate and you want to make more profit, don't price next to acceptable.
Right.
This is a used very good, so we're going to be matching it.
Okay.
So we can either go 26.99 or we can undercut them and try and make the sale first. It depends what you fancy. This is more of a this is not necessarily just my decision because I don't know what you
I've
might do in this situation.
uh, uh, so I've never done books and I've got a repricer, so I'm sort of, it's kind of unknown territory for me
Right.
too. So how many have they got in stock?
Uh,
You know, the people below us, the people we're going to match. You know how many they've got? One, I
it's
assume.
not it's not sure. I would assume one. Let's just assume one because they don't usually
So
have more than one.
so if this isn't a particularly fast seller, and it takes ages for two of us to sell their books, I'd much rather go under and see if we can go first.
All right, let's do
Yeah,
24.99.
because
That's
for me, because
probably what I'd
if this
do.
is going to take like 4 months to sell, it's actually going
Yeah,
to take 8 months to get rid of ours, isn't it? 4 months each.
let's do
You're looking
24.99
at
and
28. You've gone way under.
oh, we could. So it's 26.99 was the next nearest. So do you just want to go 26.49?
Yeah, perfect. Done.
Okay, cool. And that's still going to be a really nice profit because we bought it for £6.50.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
Fingers crossed.
also that chart just to give a bit of value is it. I
Mm.
mean, it looks like people were buying this in January last year. So and the price shot up, the used price, the merchant fulfilled price. So we might capitalise on that and get a quick sale in Jan, which would be lovely.
Yeah,
But
nice.
I think that was the rationale.
The monster book. God, this is heavy.
Yeah, the universe. Okay, this one
It
was a bit
feels
more.
like the universe too.
This was a bit pricier.
It's nice though. It's a really good nick. It's lovely. It's a nice book.
Okay, so this was a bit riskier, I think, because the Amazon price is. I
What do we
can't
pay
remember
for it?
why. We paid £12.75 for this.
Okay.
So at the moment there is actually a prime offer at £14.94, but I'm hoping that that will sell out by the time we get in.
Okay. Used
Actually,
good. The used very good for 17. Is that 17 plus 278?
I'm a bit confused, right? So this is new for me because I don't often look at the UK market. That it's saying 14.94 prime, whereas that's an MF seller.
Yeah.
So I think maybe on books in the UK market they've changed the policy on books, and anything above £10 you can get prime shipping. I think that might actually be a new thing,
Okay.
but that won't affect us. What I'm anticipating is we'll pop this book in.
Yep.
And we'll be able to pop it in at 30.32, and then we'll get the buy box.
30.32. Wow. Okay. So we're just going to let all them go and then go to the top.
That's what I'm hoping because they're not FBA and
Right.
there isn't actually an Amazon offer at the moment. So we
Good.
could price higher if we wanted, but I'm thinking
I'd
maybe
like,
30.
do you know what? I'd like, it's exciting to see how much profit we can make, but I don't want that to be at the detriment of selling it. So it's kind of like
No.
how could we push our luck whilst still selling. And this is only like
Yeah.
the first 4 books. We're going to buy 4 or 5 every week. And this will probably run for like most of the year, probably. So, you know, as you know, when we start doing this in March, April, May, we're going to learn more. But this is our first one. So I quite like to report back the on sale at some point.
Yeah. So let's go quicker then because we bought it for £12.75 and the closest new price is 32. So maybe we should go 27, 28,
Okay.
27. Just then people are getting the book for £5 cheaper than the
Yep.
new one.
So
I'm trying to think
this
as
is
a British
so
buyer.
different to arbitrage. So like I would never go £5 under something because arbitrage, like if you've got a Dove product or you know you've got a Nivea product or a toy, in arbitrage
Right.
you just go as close as you can and you just because you rotate buy box and stuff. This is literally kind of making an educated guess. Is that the right way to?
I think so, and it does actually come down to almost your personality type in a way. Some people will be happy to have more duds at the end of the year and dispose of those in favor of having the higher profits.
Right, okay.
Whereas I want to get my books out the door, like in
Me
and out
too.
as fast as possible. Some people don't though. Some people have the more longer tail books that are higher rank, that take longer to sell, that you can get bigger
This
profits
feels
for. So
like a
it's,
bit of a game of chicken. It's like how far do you go and how long do you wait?
yeah,
We
it
can
definitely
okay.
is.
So next week, if obviously it's too quick for things to move, but maybe we could have a quick 2-second review just to make sure we're priced right with the stuff that's in there
Yeah, definitely. I
every
think that'd
week
be
at the end of the month or something. Yeah,
it'd be
just to
quite
make
easy to go over.
yeah, it won't take long, will it? And then yeah, okay. Awesome. So they're our books. So they will be in Amazon tomorrow. I'm going to bubble wrap the Universe one. The others will just go. Do I need to polybag them?
That's probably a question that I'm not very knowledgeable on. Possibly. Well, no, you don't have to in terms of Amazon terms of service.
Okay,
No, you can
so
just chuck them in.
but okay, so I'm in an arbitrage. I'm an over prepper, right? Because I would
Right.
just rather the corners don't get dented. Polybags are like 3p for me. I
I'll
just
do it
think
then.
it's much nicer if the stuff, and it just means if someone puts a cup on top of it, or if there's a spillage in the box of something else,
Yeah.
it would just mean that the polybag will get ruined, not the actual book. I'm very conscious of box corners and stuff,
I
so
think
I
this is
think I can
yeah,
polybag them.
this is showing why you are a successful UK seller and my account is banned, because I was happy to
You like
just
chuck it in?
chuck it in, it'll be fine.
No,
So there
I'm
you
like,
go.
I'm so like,
We'll go
honestly,
with
I'm
your
really
decision making on this
yeah,
one.
okay. Well, I'm not
Yeah.
prepping anyway. I'm going to pass over to my husband. He's going to do it for me. So awesome, lovely. So that's our 4. So we are rocking and rolling. They'll be in tomorrow, and hopefully, well, might be a bit quick, but Christmas, someone might buy one of these.
Maybe.
Hey.
Why not? The Universe book looks like a fun
Yeah,
Christmas
that's a
read.
Christmas book. Right. So are we on the hunt for more books? Can we find anything new?
Yeah,
So how's
let's
our
go
budget
on.
going? How much have we got left?
Well, we've only spent £32, so
Okay, so we've got loads. So we've got like,
yeah,
okay, right.
plenty. It depends whether you want. Yeah, we've got budget here to go through keeper deals.
I think 200 quid's a really nice starting point. Most people can
Yeah, I
start
think
with that.
so.
So I'm sorry, just for those who are watching, today is the 3rd of December 2020. So they'll be on their way to Amazon on the 4th. So when we report they're sold, at least someone's got an idea of where, if anyone, I don't know if anyone will bother, but there's some dates. Because if we record a sale in like June, I don't want people to think I put it in the week before.
No, it's nice and transparent, isn't it?
Yeah. And hopefully we'll make the mistakes for you so you guys can just crack on and be successful.
Yeah, true. This is a bit of a
Like
learning curve
that
for both of
Universe
us,
one's
really.
huge.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really know what the shipping fees will be on that. It's going to be quite a lot, but
Yes, we'll analyse that as and when they sell.
we shall
So
see.
have you looked at this today in the UK market? Is this new, fresh, new?
This is completely fresh and new to me, yes.
Right.
So we've opened up the deals page, which is a way of, for people who don't know, sourcing books on the UK and US market that have dropped on Amazon and are below their average.
Yep.
So you can filter by these. I'll filter by the day here because you don't want the weekly drops because they're probably gone. And nicely, there's only 2 at the moment, which is probably because I've told too many people about this technique.
No.
Well, let's check all the used just to see how many there are. There's 126. That's a bit
Okay,
better.
we'll find one in there somewhere. Or we want 2 or 3, don't we? Right. So, am I looking? Right, what am I looking for? So, remind me. You told me last week, but I can be a bit forgetful. So, what are we looking for?
I need to configure the columns a little bit here.
Yep.
I'm just going to get rid of this buy box thing because we don't really care about that. It's not important. So we are looking at the used good, or the used very good current, or the used light new current.
Okay.
And we are comparing that to the average.
Okay.
Alongside the new and Amazon prices, because we want to make sure that the Amazon and the new prices are much higher than the used. So you kind of got to scan through the first, say, 7 columns there.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's have a go. So I can't see anything in that first column unless I'm being a bit.
Well, I think this is because Keeper's doing something funny where it doesn't know what the current good price is, which is a bit frustrating.
Okay.
I've not seen that before, but we could try and reload the deals and see if it comes up. So, for example, we're seeing we don't know this one.
Okay.
what the current good price is, which is kind of annoying. But let's have a look when I
So what
click
do
on
we?
it.
How would we? Because other people are going to. This may happen to other people too. So
Yeah, so what I say in this scenario, all you can do is click on the title on Keeper, and then you can see at the top that Amazon's price is £36.52, and so is the new, and so is the used. So we're immediately going to
no.
close this because
Okay.
there's no opportunity there.
Okay.
I'll bring this title back over here because it makes it a bit easier to read. So
I don't. I'm
this,
not seeing anything particularly good
sorry,
in.
also you don't actually have to look at the title. You can just scan over here. Can you see?
Oh,
Yeah, so it
yeah.
makes it a little bit
Okay, that's
quicker.
better. Okay.
So I'll slowly
I
go
can't.
through.
I can't see anything having a quick glance.
It doesn't look like there's anything here,
No.
does there?
No, but that may not be a bad thing because a lot of people are like, yeah, you can make millions in like 2 weeks, and it just goes to prove actually, do you know what? Sometimes you just can't. It's just unfortunate.
It depends on the time of day. It depends on all sorts of things. Like someone might have just come in here an hour before and snapped them all up because this thing, the
What's
US market, there's a lot more.
hang on, and there's one down there. Average treatment effect bounds with an instrumental variable.
This one, there's not a chart for some reason, but the used price is £42 and the Amazon price is 80, so there's not really much wiggle room there. Like if it's a quite slow, well, it's hard to
What do you mean?
say.
Sorry, what do you mean there isn't much wiggle room? Like there's like 40 quid.
Sorry, but also allied to that, the Amazon price is actually now 1966. So Keeper doesn't always update immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't want to go near that because we don't know if Amazon are just suddenly going to drop.
Right.
Which
Okay.
this
Jump
doesn't
on that.
happen very often. Just
Okay.
FYI for watchers. Amazon usually when this happens that it will go back up, but it's just a risk for say newbies doing this.
Yeah, I
You don't
wouldn't.
want to
We
risk.
haven't got a budget to take a risk like that. We've got a bit
Exactly. Yeah, you don't
there
want to go
for.
near it.
No.
Okay, so
So
I think Keeper is having a problem today. So
okay.
usually this process would be more streamlined because you'd be able to see the current use price, right? But
Yep.
at the moment we can't, which is quite annoying, really. But we can keep scrolling through here, see if we
Yeah, we
find
can work it out.
anything.
If there's nothing there, there's nothing there this week. Is there
No.
any other way we can source if we can't, if this doesn't work?
Well, you can manually source on Amazon, you can or eBay, but
Okay.
that's why the UK market is probably better positioned to go to charity shops,
Right. Okay. Okay.
like doing retail arbitrage.
What about this one? What about that one?
Which one?
The one you're
This
hovering
one, what?
over. Oh
No,
no,
because
it's 37. No, I read that
yeah,
wrong. Okay.
34.
Okay. So what would you do and what would you recommend in this situation just to go, okay, it's not going to work today and move on tomorrow? Or what would you say to people who are that was all right, that one? No.
This one's not.
Okay.
I'm still hoping to try and find one or two.
Sure. Sure.
But my advice would be definitely do a bit of retail arbitrage. If I was in the UK, I'd totally do that.
So I'm in tier 3 lockdown in the southeast in Kent. You're not. So can you maybe pick up a couple for next week so that we've got something to add to our.
Yeah, I was actually going to go to the Oxfam tomorrow because they have shops that are dedicated to just books,
I
and
know I've got one near me. Oh my, I could spend
yeah,
hours in there. I love it.
there's one in my town. So me and my sister are going to go down and try and get a little bit of a haul, and we'll take some
Excellent.
snaps and
So yes, so can you pick
send
up one
some
or two
over.
for our little
Yeah, I'll try to.
journey because this doesn't look too fruitful today, does it?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. So another thing you can use is FBA Wizard, which I think has a waiting list and it's like £80 a month. But
Okay.
that's what I used 2.5 years ago and was really good for books because you can actually run a book search on it.
Oh,
I
okay.
think, yes,
Because to me, I don't know about America, but in the UK, books seems to be a bit forgotten. So it's not, they haven't really got proper reprices. There's no real sourcing software. The used market isn't really catered for. Software's a bit kind of like, books feels a bit neglected.
I think so. I also think there might be a reason for that in the sense that I think books online on the UK market without the retail aspect is probably quite hard to scale because as you can see here, today there's only
We've got
126
nothing.
books over the whole of Amazon.co.uk. Keeper can
Wow.
only find 126, and of those 126 we've not even been able to find one. So
Wow.
this is a prime reason why I do recommend that UK sellers get on the US
The
market
US
for
market.
books. There's a reason that I I mean, I made a bit of money on the UK books, but I did a bit of retail and a bit of online, and I used FBA Wizard, and I was selling lots of other stuff. I wasn't relying just on books, and that's why the US market is just so much better.
So for me, I've got quite a successful, quite a large arbitrage business. So I might look to bring books in to supplement that, or as part of that. Like I might one day make a private label item. So it could be part of a business, but I can't maintain my business on 4 books. Even if I had a budget of £2,000, there are no more books to buy. So I can't run my business like this long term. So you probably want to do it alongside something else, or just when the days are good, buy as many as you can to cover the days that aren't so good. You probably want to be looking every day.
And also so another point for if it's newbies watching this, right? I always advise, if you're a UK based seller, then there's nothing wrong with you selling all sorts of products, right? Because you're not VAT registered, so you're not going to have to pay VAT on the first 85k that you sell. That's why when I first got started, I just thought I'll sell anything because I'll find out what I like selling. So I was doing toys, I was doing grocery, I was doing health and beauty, all that, like everything, just because I was trying to get a flavour and a feel for what I like. And that's why I think books is cool, because you can try books, and if you like it, then you can go onto the US market, make better money because it's more reliable. But yeah, I don't think this video should scare you off from books, just because it's an avenue into so many other things with Amazon.
And last time we could have found more, but we sort of stopped on 5 because it was the first one. So last time there was 6 or 7 or 8, wasn't there? And this time it's none. So that means we've looked twice, once each week for 2 weeks, and an average of 4. That's not too bad. Is there any way, Oxfam have got an online website? Can you source like from Oxfam's online website, or would you?
There's no reason you can't do that. I think obviously for the purpose of this video, there's no point us doing manual sourcing, because it'll be even worse than this, because it's quite a long drawn out process. But you can, for example, on amazon.co.uk, you could just go down a rabbit hole of chemistry, and then finding all the Amazon books that are £30 plus or £25 plus, and then you might stumble across one that's that you can buy, with a price discrepancy. Because Keeper, as much as it's great, it's not going to pick up every single book. It's just not. It's not going to pick up every job.
And as it does have the occasional wobble, like it is now.
Well, and also just their bots or their algorithms, I don't think it's possible for them to pick up absolutely everything.
So if you've got everything possible open, so you've got like new, very good, good and acceptable. So there's no other, we can't like stretch our categories anywhere. There's nothing else we can do.
What you can
say, it's not there today, unfortunately.
No, what you can do is you can look on the new, because sometimes this is more of a US market thing. Sometimes you'll actually be able to find new books that are way below their average, and they're also way below the used average. But I don't think there's going to be as much opportunity on the UK market.
Okay.
But that is something for viewers to check out if they're on the UK market and they've got a bit of time.
Just to look like there's like 5 or 6 different ways you can approach this. You can go to the charity shops. You can go to the online charity shops. You can put alerts up. We did a video on that. You can have new books, used books. There's 4 or 5 different avenues to get into this, so you're not sort of stuck in one area.
No, definitely. There, and I think there's loads of ways to get creative with it if you can just find them. Because if, like, we're talking about this now, I'm sure that there's going to be loads of underpriced books somewhere, but because like you obviously don't focus on books and I focus on the US market, so I can't reveal any secrets because I don't really know them on the UK market. But
that's what we can try and find out. That's the point. If you got, I know it's a bit of a strange one today, but if you follow us on the journey and maybe someone's watching us like in 6 months' time, we might have 5 or 6 like techniques that we've accidentally discovered, or ideas that we can feed people. It's a bit of a learning curve for all of. Basically, we've got the budget and some expertise, and we just want to kind of make the mistakes and have a go, so that you guys can do it and not struggle as much.
Yeah, and I also think that if we can utilize like VAs in future, like further down this series, that might work for the UK market a bit better, because on the manual sourcing side maybe, or set an alert.
So if someone is watching this and they're interested in books, and after this they don't think the UK market's for them, how do they start in the US market? Is if your group, your Facebook group, is very much focused on that, can they reach out to you? Do you do some sort of like advice or little training sessions or something?
They can certainly reach out to me in the Sell Books FBA Facebook group. You'll
Okay.
be more than welcome. I think a lot of UK based or European sellers might think it's quite daunting to start in the US market,
I
but it's
wouldn't even know
actually,
where to begin, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get bogged down in the details, which can be frustrating and can be quite scary. But my advice would be to get stuck in first and worry about the details later, and that's what I did, because you don't you have a lot of time until from when you start selling in the US market to worry about, say, tax returns
Mm.
and sales tax and stuff like that, which I can help you out, and we can all help you out in my group, because we've all been through it. We all know how to deal with that sort of stuff, and it's not actually as scary as you think. So I would just say, get selling on the US market. All you need to do is, there's like a button, I think, sell globally on Amazon Seller Central in the UK, and
Yep.
you can pretty much convert. You can just convert your details in the UK market if you're a limited company, and you just apply to be verified in the US market, and then you have to have a video interview, which is just proving that you're kind of a basic human and you're not a
Oh,
bot.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have to do this, but I've spoken to people
No,
in the
neither
group.
did I. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's some sort of 10-20 minute thing where they just ask you basic questions, or I don't even know the full details. It sounds really easy.
I imagine
So
it's
you
one of
get,
those ones, you know, when you come out of a coma and they go, "Who's the president? What day of the week is it?"
yeah,
Make sure it's real and that you're actually like there that minute. That's weird.
yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if it's as exciting as that,
No,
but
you're not.
yeah, I think it is just a case of doing that and then uploading your details from your company. So whether it's I think you've got to upload your passport and maybe a bank statement, and like your company reg number. But after that, that's pretty much it. The only problem is actually waiting to be verified, especially this time of year. I've had a lot of complaints.
Hey, there's a big backlog here too at the moment. I think that's just everyone just jumping on the
Yeah,
bandwagon.
I think you've got to be patient, but once you've got over that hump, you can just, and you get set up with a prep center, which we've spoken about in other
Yep.
videos.
And you can
Those
recommend one, can't you, if needs?
I can recommend one as well. Yeah, if you message me, and those are the two things. All you need to do, you need to just get verified and get a prep center, and you can start sending books or any other products to your prep center, and you're ready to sell. Like it is actually quite simple.
Excellent. Do you want to, just out of curiosity, do you want to open that week panel and just see if there happens to be a gem if you whiz down really quickly?
What,
I can't bear, yeah.
on the
And
week here?
yeah, I can't bear the idea of like going away without every stone very quickly.
Well, the only problem for me is just that it's annoying because
You can't
we
see that.
can't see the used
Okay.
price,
So,
which is kind of frustrating for
okay,
me.
so we've kind of got together mid-afternoon UK time. We meet on the same day every week. Shall we ever go at doing like a morning one next week and seeing if the early bird catches the worm?
We could do, yeah, we could do. I don't see why not.
You found one. You've gone a bit.
No, I was just looking at this to see whether it could be, but I don't think it is. It's a bit of it would be too speculative for this, I think.
Right, okay. I'm still way behind you. You've analysed that in about 3 seconds, and I'm still
No,
going.
yeah, that's not a buy.
So far behind you in terms of my learning curve.
That's not a buy. So unfortunately, I
So
think
we've
keepers
got
let us
4 to go
down.
in. We've got 4 to go in. We'll see. We'll have a
Yeah,
go. As I said, we want to test everything for a bit of fun and just because we want to make the mistakes for you. So maybe getting together mid-afternoon isn't going to work. So we'll have a go like first thing in the, well, not first thing. I'm not really a morning person, but relatively early in the day and see if
could
that
be a
makes a
goer.
difference. Just a question. If Keeper is on a day, is that literally from midnight? Or is it like last 24 hours?
Sorry.
So you're looking at the day. You're looking at the day, aren't you? So what's
Oh,
today? So for example, if we I like you, not that I'd ever be up at this time in the morning, but if we looked at 6 a.m., surely there'd be nothing on there because it's too early.
no, I think it just runs 7 days a week, 24
Ah,
hours, because I think it is just computer based. Also, I would like to point out I've had a bit of a boo boo here.
oh,
So
okay.
there are actually a few more, I think, because I had this price range set to like on. You can see I'm hovering over my cursor here.
Yeah.
I had the price range set to like 29 and above, which
Right.
obviously is stopping us from seeing any books that are below.
That was a good catch right at the end. That was
So
a penalty in the 89th minute. Excellent.
it doesn't mean we're going to find any,
No, but we've got a bit of hope.
but there's a bit more
I'm
chance that
having a
we
look
might.
with
So
you.
we're looking at. I've gone down to the used good again because that was what was good for us last week.
Okay. So I'm
So
comparing the current
The
two.
current news good to the next column. Column A and column B together. That's usually what's worth
Okay.
doing.
Our luck isn't in today. Oh, 29.99 to 40.
Oh, where's that? This one.
There. Visual
This
display.
could be a goer.
Excellent.
This could be. Let's tap it out. At the moment,
Just analyze it really slowly because I'm a
yeah.
million miles behind you.
So from this, I can't work anything out from this. I'll have to go on the actual Amazon listing just because I like to open it up on the Amazon.
Okay.
You don't actually need to, but I like to open it up on the Amazon page because then I'll get a full flavour for the offers as well.
The visual display,
So
quantity of information. That's
it looks like
looking at.
Yeah, it looks like an expensive book to me. So the average 90-day merchant fulfilled price is between 41 and 43 pounds,
Okay.
and we can see that it's going for 30 pounds. So
Sorry, so you're looking at used acceptable from Thrift Book.
sorry, no, I'm looking at the used good academic bookseller, 26.90 plus
Oh, you
the
added the
£3
postage.
delivery.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, so that's about 30 pounds. So this, I wouldn't usually go for this, say, because I'm quite pick choosy, right, on the US market, but I think this could be worth buying because there's not many sellers on it, right? 3 of the sellers are from the US, so a lot of people won't want to go for that because it takes so long to arrive.
Yeah.
So if you think if we're not competing against the US, if we buy this one up for £30, then we can probably go ahead and sell it straight back for 60 because we've got our nearest competition is going £74 FBA.
Oh, fulfilled by Amazon. I was like, where are you getting 60 from? Is that because Amazon's 74? So we're going below, sorry, FBA 74. So
Yeah.
that's our competitor. So we're going to drop in below that.
Yeah, and allied to what I was just saying there, I've actually taken off the used flag here. So there's actually also only 2 books being sold, 2 of this book new, and they're both from the US as well. So
Wow. Okay.
it looks like this seller is lowballing this offer and selling this below market value because he's also from the UK. So we should be able to buy this, get it into FBA like super fast.
We're buying. Sorry, I just need to catch up. So we're buying from Academic Business Seller. So we're going to take the top slot off, and then we're going to get it to me, check it, send it back in at 60.
60, yeah, 60 because that would be a nice like £15 profit, maybe
Just
a little bit more.
One thing, that's like a chunk of our budget.
Yeah, that's the only thing, isn't it? But I think
how quickly do you anticipate it selling? I know that's a question like a piece of string, but how would you?
I think this is a really solid buy at £30 because it follows my philosophy on book selling in general. I'd rather make that £15 profit on one book than 3 £5 books, right? Yep. And this one's stronger because you can see that this is an active book throughout the year. This is not a seasonal seller. Okay. The green squiggly line, which is the sales rank, is going up and down throughout the year. It's got an average rank of 130,000. So anything under 200k sells fast in the UK market. So I'm confident that we'll buy this for 30 and be able to sell it for 60.
All right, do it. Show it on the list.
Fairly quickly.
One. Happy me.
Oh, that was pretty quick as well. So I'm a bit annoyed with myself for
but do you know what? It's just raw, like raw data, raw stuff, isn't it? Someone else is going to make the same mistake and then be like, oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, we'll.
But at least it shows that we're not.
Yeah, we haven't proved that.
There was something there.
Yeah.
There was a deal, and look, let's face it, right? Obviously, we've faffed around for a bit, but this one took what less than a few minutes to find.
Yeah, once we got the right stuff, it was like, bosh, it was there. Can I just say I called it first? I spotted it first. I think it's a tally of who's the most successful hunter.
You've got eagle eyes. No, that was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. You should be in the books. We said it in the last video.
I think I might. It depends.
You've got an eye for it.
Yeah. I like books. I do like books. So it's not been received. We don't know what the price is.
At the moment, we'll put 60 and £15 profit just to see what happens. And
is there anything else down that list? It's going to make for a long video today, but
yeah,
I'd like to get another one if we can, or maybe 2.
Oh right, yeah, we can do. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Because some of them will sell quicker than others, and some of them will be.
Oh well, this next one here looks like this could be a goer. Leadership theory in practice.
That was super quick.
Well, I wanted to beat you this time.
Yeah, I know. That was really quick.
So I'm loading this up on the page again, just to have a little look at. It looks like it's kind of tailed off a little bit over the last couple of months, but that's quite normal for November, December. So this looks like it's more of a seasonal seller. You can see that it's got a bit more of a flurry in September,
Yeah.
October,
But
which
it's
is
got
the
a flurry
UK.
in February.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like we might be able to.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're going to buy from. Are we going to buy from Owl Books?
no, because that's the US, right? So I
Oh,
would,
how do you
yeah,
know that?
because it's dispatched from MD, United
Oh.
States.
You see,
So, and
you gotta remember to take me with you, right? Because I don't even know to look at that bit. So you gotta
sorry, yeah,
treat me like I'm literally like a
I
brand.
know,
I am a newbie. There's no getting around
I
it.
forget
So
my.
Dispatch from United Kingdom is the one below. We buy books.
Yeah, so I think this is worth getting because this seller has got not the best feedback rating, and
Yep.
it's also dispatched from the US. The one below We Buy Books is acceptable, and then the next copy is going for £28, so or
Okay.
£29. So I think this is worth buying,
Yep.
and we'll probably pop it in at £25,
Okay.
maybe 26.
Well, by the time it gets to us and we get it back in, and a week's passed, okay, so normally in my business I turn stuff really really quickly, but I
Yeah,
literally we buy them on this day, they arrive with me, and I open them at the end of the week. So maybe that person, a couple of people will sell out by the time we get them and they get back into Amazon because we've got quite a slow process.
possibly. We can hope for that. So yeah, we might be able to price it at £30 if this one
Yeah,
is still
I reckon maybe the 23 might drop out by the time we get it and fiddle about
true.
back in.
And also, this seller's a new seller, so you're likely to get the sale because you've got feedback rating. So we could
Oh,
possibly,
okay.
although theirs is used very good, so that's why we might want to go 25, £28,
Let's have a look
depending.
at the condition because we may change the condition, mightn't we? We might have a look and go,
So well, it's a good seller. We Buy Books, so
yeah.
you never know that they might send us a VG.
Didn't they send us one before? Weren't they the one where we got the acceptable one?
No,
No,
that's
that was
World of
World of
Books,
Books.
but
Okay.
I think that we bought an acceptable copy there as well. So we'll
Oh,
plug
well,
this on the
please. Look at us on a
spreadsheet.
roll now. All of a sudden, it's kind of like we're off and away.
I'm going to put £27 for that because then we'll be getting, say, £6 profit. Okay, let's try for one more, shall we?
Do it. See if we can find a third one.
Try for
Hang
one
on, go a
more.
bit slower this time. See, because
Okay, yeah.
yeah, because otherwise we're just gonna miss it. So, do we do little ones £6.99 to £14, or is that just not
No, because the Amazon price is £12
right?
average. Yeah, so
Okay,
we're going to avoid
yeah,
that.
okay.
So let's have a little
There's
look.
10 to 30 with no Amazon. Oh, one below it, 27 to 76. Oh, Amazon's 94. What does that mean?
This one could be good. This one could be. Oh no! Look, so this is an example of a keeper deal getting away from us.
Right.
So you can see what my cursor's hovering over the £25 there. Someone else has snapped this up for a great price. This would be a good buy,
Okay.
but
But 2 days
it's
ago.
now, well, yeah, possibly a few hours ago.
Oh, wow.
So someone bought it. Yeah, luckily my error hasn't meant that we've lost that. It was already gone by the time. It was already gone by the time.
Okay,
But
so,
yeah,
so for someone who likes a bit of excitement, like the stock market, it really literally is like buy, sell, go
yeah,
quick.
it's really frustrating when you miss some really good ones. It does get really frustrating, but you've just got to remember that there's always more.
Yep.
Like there's always more opportunities where that one came from.
Yep.
So we'll check this 10 to
So what
30
about the
one
one
out.
above it? Yeah.
Okay, so this one could be worth going
All
for.
these graph shapes, they're all fascinating.
Yeah, this one looks like it's kind of increased in price a little bit recently and then gone back down, but
Can
that
you
could
just
just be
explain,
due
can you
to.
just explain how, what do you mean, why are you seeing that?
Okay, we're definitely going to buy this because you can tell that it's a seasonal seller. So
Can I
it's
just say, right, if I wasn't doing this experiment, I would so be booking like some sort of training where you literally help me to buy books and get my business going because you're just like, you know exactly what to do and I'm hovering around.
yeah, well,
Why would you
luckily.
definitely buy this? Because I'm looking at that graph thinking I don't really understand.
Okay, so we're quite fortunate in the time that we've come across this graph because I would never buy this at the end of February, and I wouldn't buy it, yeah, just the end of February or the end of October. But now we're into December.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to sell this in the late January flurry that happened last year.
Wow. Okay. What
So
does that massive spike at the end mean?
this spike here,
Yeah.
so this just means that there were, so in in mid-September, there were 33 used offers, 34 used offers, and then textbook season
Wow.
happened. So all the students came in and bought it up. And then when some students wanted to get these last few copies, the sellers were like, nah, I'm going to raise my price and see if
So
any
the, so the,
students
so the,
buy
so
it.
the sellers went down and the demand and the price went up. It's basic economics of
Basic supply and demand, yeah.
okay.
And we can't tell, Keeper doesn't tell us whether these books actually sold at £76 or £79, but someone might have got 80 quid for this. One of the sellers, possibly. We don't know. It depends how much student loan that student had left.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I anticipate this possibly happening again.
Let's add it to the spreadsheet. Let's go for it.
This wouldn't normally be a goer, but it's just this time of year, so it's kind of a banker because you know that it's going to sell in late Jan. We could buy more than one copy if we wanted. It depends.
Oh, that's a new can of worms. Okay, where
Yeah.
explain that for me.
So we could buy both We Buy Books here because I don't want to buy this one because it's a new seller just in case he sells us something duff.
But surely could we not just return that?
Yeah, we could, but it's just wait. Oh, it's
Wouldn't
it's
that
more
be
effort for us.
Oh, okay. I'd come the opposite way round from that. So many people would naturally go, no, thank you to him. Maybe he's got a gem.
Yeah, no, possibly. I mean, we could buy these two, and they're both very good. Should we do that?
Yeah, because then, for example, I'd make a note of that guy, and
yeah, let's do it.
He's got some feedback. I'd probably just go through his stuff and see. Because when we spoke last week, you said, yes, I know these guys are trustworthy, these guys are reputable, these guys aren't. This is how I would build up my base of knowledge, if you like, just by testing it. And if it comes back if it comes back and I open it and half the pages are missing, then I'll just return it.
And you're never going to buy from him again.
No,
yeah, I think I was just looking at it from kind of just a newbie point of view, but I guess this is where our knowledge comes in, and we probably would go for it. Yeah.
See,
I'm also
We Buy Books are our banker. We know that will come to us in a good condition. We know everything's fine. But
definitely.
Yeah. And plus I'm a bit of a softie, so everyone was new once. If everyone bypasses all the beginners will never get started.
Also,
so I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to leave him some lovely feedback if it arrives.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Could be really nice and help him out.
Let's hope karma comes back and we share some of our books.
Could be someone who's in our Facebook groups.
Could be.
That would be quite amusing. Okay, so
between us, that might happen.
This is we can probably this is where it's the whole playing chicken, because we might be able to get 40 quid for this in late Jan, but because we've got 2 copies, we should test this, and we'll be able, this will be good for viewers, so we can maybe do one at 30, one at 40, just being a bit speculative, just to see what happens. And so that's £10
on paper, aren't they?
Yeah, so we could try and get the £10 profit, try and get that £18, and just see what happens, because it doesn't matter if it doesn't sell. But then we'll try and sell it late Jan and drop our price if we have to, but we'll let you know what we do. Okay, so that could be good.
See, this is a budget. You just don't get an arbitrage. It just doesn't happen.
What's that?
You don't get this in arbitrage. The prices are kind of prices, and you just have to go roughly round. You don't get the autonomy of making a decision and having a go and taking a punt. It just is in arbitrage.
I get you.
What's this one? I missed your process of.
So I'm just looking at this one because I've actually sold Headfirst books before, and they sold quite well. So I know that these types of books sell because they're kind of coding for beginners, and there's plenty of demand for it.
Okay.
So this is one that's, did I just delete that? There we go. Okay, so I think we could possibly buy this one because we'll buy it for 17 and probably be able to get 33 for it.
Okay, sorry, so you got to slow down massively. What's the 17? What's wrong with the 14.62? Why can't we buy that one?
Because I'm adding the delivery in, so it's 17.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
£17.42, I think that is.
Yeah, okay. So it's the other one. But the other. So here's something interesting.
Oh, that's true. That's very good. Yeah.
And get 10% off. Would you now go and look at their store and see if you could get 2 or 3 books from them? 20% off, 30% off. Would you now go and open that person's storefront and reverse source and see if you could, or was it just too much effort?
You could do that, but if you think about it, Goldstone Books has probably got 1 million books for sale. So running through all their books would take too long. I would do the same thing if it was a smaller seller, maybe, but smaller sellers aren't going to offer do
Right.
offers like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another difference with arbitrage. I would have done the same when I was doing arbitrage, but yeah, with books it's too time consuming.
Different.
Also, I'm a bit scared off by this just because there's so many offers at £17.60.
But they're not FBA.
No, they're not FBA. I know.
So if
It's
someone hits that
just-
Prime button, see, I shouldn't do it as a seller. I shouldn't do it, but I hit that Prime button straight away as a buyer. I should know
Yeah.
better, and I don't.
Well, that's good to know. And this
We had a
does sell you
speculative one
around.
last week, didn't we? So each week
Yeah.
we could have one kind of like, should I, shouldn't I one.
But
And
then yeah.
it'd be super interesting if anyone with more experience than me in books and more than Seth in the UK. It'd be really interesting if someone wanted to comment under this video with I wouldn't have bought that or I would. And we'll just kind of see if we can get some opinion on it.
Yeah, but then when my other thought on this is if we're going to go for it, we might as well buy more than one.
Okay.
Because if we think we're going to sell one, then we're going to sell two, aren't we?
And so okay, so no pressure, but this is because you know the book. This is on you, this one. Because so it's a book. Is it a book that you've sold before? Do you know the publisher? What do you know about it?
I've sold.
We've got to protect our budget a little bit. You and I have both got businesses that do like 50k a month, right? Nice, easy. But if someone's like putting like 200 quid of their wages in this to start it, they need to be a little bit more careful, maybe.
Okay, let's just buy one then. Let's buy one.
We could buy two, but I'm just trying to say that, just because if it comes off, then the riskier people who watch this will be grateful, and if it doesn't come off, the risk adverse ones will be grateful too. If we don't buy two, everyone will just wonder what if, won't they?
All right, let's buy two then.
There aren't any what ifs.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to sell one. It would just maybe the second one will take a little bit longer, but that's
fine.
That's just the nature of the beast,
like it,
isn't it?
because so this kind of takes you back to when I very first started selling, and you send your first box in, you get your first sale. When I sell the first book, I'm going to be so excited. It's going to be like my first sale all over again.
I'm quite excited too, just because I haven't sold on the UK market for 3 years now. So
wow,
I'm intrigued.
It's very different by the sound of it too.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, 14.66, £2.80, 0.
So we bought we bought a lot today. 2, 4, 6. We bought 6 today.
Yeah, so
there's 3 different books, though, isn't it? 4 different books, 6 physical copies.
So we spent £116 overall.
Ooh. Oh, okay, but overall that's fine.
Okay, so put 33.
How quickly, if all of this goes in tomorrow, the 4 we've got, any chance we'll sell any of them before the new year? Any chance we'll sell any of them in the first 30 days?
Yeah, I think we should definitely sell. I think we should do, because I think we've spread ourselves between speculative and fast sellers and textbook sellers, and we've got a bit of a broad range, I'd say. So yeah, quietly confident.
Okay, all right, fingers crossed.
Yeah, should be all right.
Awesome. So I'll go and get these listed. We've got some new ones.
Yeah.
We shall reconvene. So we don't need to change the time next week. We can do it as we are, and just not have your make sure your settings are a little bit better.
Yeah, well, it worked when I realised the price range thing.
Yeah, it did. And actually, we found them so quickly. Yeah, once you get into these things, you find them really quickly.
But it would be also good to do the morning one just to see if that's different. So yeah, there was like 90 offers there.
Okay.
We can try and remember that and see if there's
90.
more than
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll do a morning one and see. Right. Awesome. Until next week, everyone can find you at where's your group?
Sell Books FBA, and that's on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah.
Excellent. So if anyone wants any more information about the US market, Seth is the man to go to. Brilliant. Perfect. Until next week. Take care. Bye.
See you. Bye.